bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Our guest this hour is Leah Steele Barnett, Executive Director of Project Recovery. Welcome, Leah.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Remind us of what Project Recovery is.
Project Recovery is a nonprofit that provides residential sober living homes for adult men and women. Sober
living, that's different than rehab.
Yes.
How is sober living different from rehab? It sounds like a kind of a trademark phrase for you.
Well, sober living is sort of the second step. So somebody discovers they have an addiction problem. Most cases they go to a residential treatment center or what is referred to as rehab. We are the next step. So once you complete a 30 to 90-day residential program, we are the people that help you take all the tools you learned in rehab and apply them in your life. So life skills, and actually get out there and get back into living.
An interim step then between rehab and
home
and the real world.
Right.
Is this common?
You know, it's a relatively new concept, and when I say relatively new, in the last 12 years, it's kind of become popular. We were sort of the first to start doing it here in Salt Lake. Several others have popped up afterwards. Yeah, it's really increasing chances of people maintaining sobriety, so people are starting to catch on to the concept.
How does it work? You say you have a couple of homes, so this is in residence.
Right. We have 2 mansions in downtown Salt Lake, historic mansions, and so we've got 26 clients, 15 men and 12 women, in 2 separate homes, and they live there, and they either work or go to school or volunteer during the day. And then participate in on-site services, so groups and
what kind of on-site services? How do you help these people back into society?
Really what we're teaching them is life skills and how to become productive members of the community again. So service is a really big deal. So we do a lot of service out in the community with our clients, teaching them how to get out of self. And then basic things like how to be accountable, be on time to a job, become fathers again, become mothers again, sons, daughters. So it's really a lot about accountability and participating in your community.
Pretty basic life skills.
Yep.
Then. Who is a candidate for sober living?
It kind of depends, but anybody who has completed a residential treatment program.
But there are a lot of people who go to rehab.
Yes.
You have to have some kind of a screening, do you not?
Well, we do. If you have unsuccessfully completed several rehabilitation centers, which is the case with most people, people don't realize that most people that are in residential treatment have done it multiple times and have not been able to stay sober after they've left residential treatment. So that's the best candidate for us, someone who has tried it on their own and not been able to be successful and need a little bit more structure.
It would seem that people who have tried it are the people that you might shy away from because they might not be success stories.
No, those people actually are the ones that we do the best with because they know the tools, they just don't know how to apply them in their life.
How long have you been in operation in Utah?
We are in our 4th year of business now.
4th year?
Yes.
And have you had good success stories?
We have. About 80% of our clients have maintained sobriety. And to kind of give you an idea of what that means, only about 10% of people stay sober after completing residential treatment. So coming into sober living greatly increases your chance of maintaining sobriety.
I would think then that this would be just almost mandatory to have something like what you are.
Which is why we say that anyone who's completed residential treatment really should go into sober living if they have the resources.
And the resources are, is it expensive?
We're about $2,000 a month for a full pay client, but obviously we're a nonprofit, so a lot of that's made up in scholarships.
Well, how common is it? We're out of time, but how common are these treatment centers?
There's about 3 here in the state of Utah.
Leah, thanks very much for being here.
Thank you.
Our guest has been Leah Steele Barnett with Project Recovery, and I'm Don Olson for Comcast Newsmakers.